Is it hot in here? Oh. Oh. What? Ooh. It's just building up. It just doesn't stop heating up. You think you have it, and then it's a little bit more. Oh. Oh. It's like right here. Oh. Right in the throat. You can't get to it. My name's Jed. Thanks for tuning in to Hot Wings. We'll see you guys next week. Or maybe never. This was a lot. We gotta cut it. We gotta be done. We gotta stop. Welcome to Hot Wings, a show where we talk about hot topics and eat even hotter wings. I'm here with Pastor John. I'm your host, Jed.
Hey, what's up?
Not much. You ready to go?
I am
excited.
I've never been more excited about anything in my life.
If you haven't seen the show before, we have a selection of hot wings. We're going to start our way down with the least hot, talk about questions, interview you, and work our way up to the hottest wing we have. It's going to be exciting.
I'm excited. Let's do this. All right.
Wing number one, the medium wing.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
This one shouldn't be too bad. It's all right. Not bad. It's just like flavor.
I'm super hungry, so this is nice. I'm hungry, although I might get mad later.
You're gonna want to eat later, but your appetite's probably gonna be gone.
It's exciting.
So, Pastor John, what's your role at New Anthem?
Just hanging out, bro.
That's your role. That's what you do. You just hang out.
Hang out with people. No, I am.
But it's not a role.
Mostly it's vision casting, preaching, worship. Yeah, everything else.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
What's your official title at New Anthem?
I don't know yet.
You don't know?
No one's given me one.
I'll give the wing pastor, wing pastor.
Wing pastor.
If you complete the challenge, if you make it all the way through.
I don't know. A medium was like, that was right.
So how did you get started in ministry? How did you get to this point?
How did I get started in ministry? I started in ministry when I was really young. Always went to church and then started serving. I don't even remember when I first started because I was so young, and helping on the worship team whenever I could. And then I couldn't sing, but they had let me sing and do choir and different things. I was always in like the kids choir, that kind of thing, Christmas choir, anytime I could. And then there was an opportunity that opened up when I was like 15 to lead worship for the early service at our church, of like, which our church had like, I don't know, 30 people in it. It was a Wesleyan church in Sheboygan. And so I would do that, and then they let me preach for it too.
That's
I was 14, 15 years old, which I don't recommend you do, because I didn't know what I was doing, and I usually didn't really think about what I was going to preach until that morning, and I also didn't know anything about theology, but it's also why I'm here now. So very grateful for the pastor there, Greg Kirby. I think he moved to Florida, and those people there that put up with my terrible preaching.
Yeah, that's why they just put you on 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Not on 11.
Right. Yes, there was always like 4 people there, but they were faithful.
Sweet.
Yeah. Are we going to the next one?
We're going number 2. Jumping in JAMMIN Jalapeno.
Oh.
Double J. Not bad. That one's not bad either.
Sweet.
But this one's not as hot.
You know, I can do spicy food. This isn't bad.
You can do this all day. No problem. Well, speaking of food, what's your number one breakfast food? Anybody that's gone to New Anthem at least once knows you are the breakfast food guy. So if you're sitting down at a restaurant, what's your go-to breakfast order?
Well, as long as there's a lot of eggs involved, it doesn't really matter. But if it's like a new place, I don't really know like what they're known for. I usually get a ham and cheese omelet with mushrooms,
Okay.
toast, and then 2 medium eggs on the side, and then something sweet. So I try to find a sweet thing like they're famous for. If they're like French toast, like we went to a place in Mount Clemens, Louis, is it?
They have the French toast, or cinnamon
French
roll,
toast
French
made
toast.
of cinnamon rolls. Changed my
Phenomenal.
life. I'm a better
Amazing.
Christian because of that French toast / cinnamon rolls.
No, but the mushrooms are kind of a wild card. Not everybody can do the
It's true.
mushrooms in their
It's true.
omelet.
It's true. It took me a long time, and
Yeah.
I feel like I'm an adult now because I put mushrooms in mine.
So you get an omelet, which is an egg meal with
Yeah.
a side of eggs.
Yeah,
That's unique.
I feel
That's
like
personal.
you're low key judging me though. Also,
No, I'm just
like you,
make sure
you,
everybody
you said
understands.
unique, but what you actually mean is you have problems and you need to pray more.
Just a little bit.
And think about your life decisions.
I mean, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. So you don't want to.
Except when it comes to breakfast food, in which case there's really no amount of breakfast food that can become a bad thing.
It's true.
In the kingdom of God.
Yeah.
That's in 1 John 1:9.
I think it's 1:7.
It might be
It comes a little
1:7.
earlier.
Could be.
Another breakfast food everyone knows you like if they've listened to a single message. Maybe you love Krispy Kreme donuts.
I love Krispy Kreme.
Right?
donuts.
So
Yeah.
you pull up to Krispy Kreme, the red light is on.
Yes.
What donut are you grabbing?
Well, because you just said the red light is on, it's kind of a trick question. You obviously have to get an original.
Caught that.
Because that means they're hot off the
Oh, yeah.
hot off the conveyor belt. But also you can go with birthday cake donut. That's my favorite.
Phenomenal.
They changed the inside. I don't think anyone even noticed other than me, who's eaten way too many of them. But they changed the filling on the inside, so now it's basically a diluted version of what's inside the cheesecake donuts. I see you, Krispy Kreme. You didn't think I noticed. I noticed. Okay, I noticed. Anyways, yeah.
But aren't they always out of that one, the birthday cake? Like that's a hard one to
Most
get.
times, yes.
Yeah.
If you go at the end of the day, which is always when I'm craving donuts, because it's like a therapeutic thing.
Yeah.
So I've had a hard day.
Stressful day, you gotta go home
Some
and
people
rewind.
turn to alcohol. Some people turn to wine. Some people turn to, I don't know, golfing.
I don't know. You got to
Me?
get the donuts.
Donuts. And now golf, actually.
Now golf.
So, but donuts. So I would always go at the end of the day, and they always were out of. But what was funny is they don't tell you on their menu that you're out of it. So you just have to start asking for things and watch them go.
No,
we're out of that, as if it's like your fault.
Yeah.
And that's how they treat you too. Is it's like we're out of it. Like thanks to you, we're out of it. I'm like, I didn't get any donuts today. You need to calm down. Anyways.
All right. Well, it's time for the buffalo wing. We're getting up there. This is like the halfway point in the spiciness levels. And as we're diving into this wing. So you're not originally from Mount Clemens. That's not where you got your ministry start. You grew up in Traverse City.
Yep.
Now you moved to Mount Clemens to start a church.
Yes, keep
We're
talking.
only halfway.
Oh my gosh.
So what led you to move to Mount Clemens to start a church? We still have 3 more wings.
I know. Oh, it really surprises you. What made me? Sorry, I was trying to not think about the pain going on in my mouth. What did you say?
What led you to move from where you were at to start a church in Mount Clemens?
So we had a really specific vision that God had put on our hearts. Specifically, what God told us to do when we were praying and fasting after we really felt like God had called us to launch a church was that we were supposed to come back home. And so we knew that meant Detroit, like area, Metro Detroit. We didn't know where. And then my wife Cece's parents were from the Mount Clemens area and the Macomb County area. We started looking at the area because they were from there and moving back to that area regionally, and just started to study the city and just really saw some amazing parallels of what we were of a need based off of what the type of church God was calling us to plant. So it really just kind of lined up. And when we kind of just dropped everything, left our lives from where we were and moved to the city or moved here, we started to just get to know the people, study the city more, just spend time around the city, and just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important for any church planter that when they come to their city, first of all, no one should ever just go anywhere, like, just kind of without checking it out first.
Yeah.
But you should certainly have a sense of, like, these are my people. And I felt like that. The first time we had dinner, it was actually at the, I think the first meal we had here was at the, what's it called? The Thai place. Thai Orchid Cafe.
Oh, it's great. It's phenomenal.
And that was, we just started talking to people while we were kind of walking around the downtown. Like, man, this is it. So yeah, we just really felt like, man, these are our people. And we just fell in love with it immediately. We just knew it was where we're supposed to be.
It's awesome. So you said you moved here to plant the church with a very specific vision. What was the vision that you had moving down here? But for these wings, it wasn't bad at first, but now as I'm sitting here, as the sauce is just like still there, it's got a little bit of a kick.
A little kick.
For sure.
I'm a little nervous for the next one, not gonna lie.
It's gonna be alright.
So our vision is that we exist to inspire imperfect people to love Jesus, live Jesus, and share Jesus. We wanted to be in a region of the country and really the state, really wherever God would have us plant. We wanted to be in an area where, the biggest thing that we were kind of up against, that we faced culturally with the churches in the area, were just people that felt disqualified. In fact, I was just talking to a local pastor in town about this recently, is that there's so many people that feel disqualified. I made these mistakes. I have a broken past. I've fallen out of favor with God. I've fallen out of the reach of God. And so we just wanted to be in a city, be in an area where there was those types of people, because that's like my message. And that's, if my whole life had like a mission or like a thesis statement to it, it's that. It's like, no matter how broken the mistakes you made, the failures you've had, the relational mistakes, the job mistakes, the mistakes with your family, like, God can use you. God can do a work in your heart and your life. Like, that's what my life has been a testimony of. And that's what we wanted to like found and forge our church on, is that vision.
And now we're moving on to the next segment of the show. Before we do that, it's time for the next wing. We got the mango habanero.
I think I've actually had this one, so.
This one has a good flavor. A lot of the spicy ones just taste bad. They just don't taste good at all, and so it's just miserable. But this one's hot with some good flavors, so it should be all right.
Good.
Should be okay.
Perfect.
You can't.
What?
You can't shake all of the sauce off of the
It's
wing.
a strategy. You're just mad because you didn't think of it.
No,
now you're gonna be
rub
crying.
Rub it back in.
No.
All right, so this part of this show is the social media deep dive. So we went into your social media, we scrolled back and found some weird, interesting posts that just need a little bit more explaining. So the first one we have is this one of you. You look really cold. You look kind of upset, and the caption is just 38 degrees. So what was going on? Why are you so cold? Why are you angry? And why do you want us to feel...
I'm not cold, but I am angry right now. So this picture is church planting life, which was me. We didn't take a check from the church while we were fundraising. We waited until just before the church launch. So we were planting the church part-time or full-time, and then working full-time for the rest of our income for the first year. So I was still gigging a ton. I was a full-time musician for 10 years. And so God opened up a ton of opportunities after we moved. A bunch of gigs opened up, but up in Traverse City, which is much colder, if you didn't know, than down here.
It's real cold up there.
It gets real cold. So I had to do a gig, and it was fall, and it was that was generous. It was probably closer to like 34, 35 degrees.
Okay.
And I was playing music outside on steel strings on my guitar for 2 hours, 3 days in a row.
No thanks.
And that was my fall. Most weekends. It was a good time.
Yeah, it does not sound like a good time. But these hot wings would have been a little bit better in that temperature than in here.
Oh, whoa.
It hit you. You got it. You're all right. Yeah, you're all right. You're all right.
Oh.
We got two more. You're doing great. You're doing great.
I'm not gonna make it. If that was like
You're gonna make it.
Oh.
We go all the way back to
just
your
right
first.
at the end. Right at the end. Just kind of right in the back of your face. Just
When you start talking, your mouth starts drying out.
Yeah.
Just really sears.
Yeah.
Going back to your first Instagram post. to you in a sweater. Yeah, what's going on with the sweater?
I don't even know what year this was, but that is we do really old man-y sweaters at Christmas time, and we always wear it. It's a tradition now. Me and my father-in-law Dave is on our staff, and so that was my first go at it. Cece's mom got me that because I'm pretty sure she low-key wants me to become like a 40-year-old white dad, and so a lot of the clothing gifts for a couple of years, the early years of our marriage, were just straight up dad mode, white dad, like the New Balance sneaker wearing dad.
And you don't even have
gifts.
kids, right? No kids?
No kids.
So it just really doesn't fit.
But I love
in
you.
any way.
I love you, Mom. And I love the sweater. So we wear it kind of ironically, but it is super comfy.
Do you still have it?
I absolutely still have it, and I'm going to wear it Christmas. I'm not going to preach.
Service.
No,
Christmas Eve
not
service.
preaching with it. No,
you have to.
People will leave our church. That's the truth.
I would.
People will actually.
I wouldn't
leave
stay.
church.
I would not. All right. Well, we're gonna hop into the second to last wing.
I really don't want to.
You have
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of.
And we're gonna pull up our last deep dive photo as we go into this. This one's coming from Facebook. This one definitely needs a little bit more, a lot more explanation. It's a picture of you with a laser tag gun, being punched in the face by a llama, who somehow put on a boxing glove
and a winter hat.
And a winter,
can't let that slide. Yeah.
What? Eat your last. We're gonna eat the wing.
Okay.
As you explain what's going on here.
Let me just explain what's going on while you eat the wing.
You gotta eat the wing too. We gotta eat at the same time. We can cheers. It makes you feel better.
Okay.
We get no shaking it off.
I'm gonna need more napkins. Oh my gosh. I'm frightened.
This is the wild wing.
That's what it's called?
Called wild.
That should tell you how often I eat spicy things. I know it's probably very common.
Hey, not that bad. So, what's going on in this picture? We still haven't addressed what is happening here at all.
Woo! Okay, so
All right.
I'm good.
All right.
So it all started when Elevate, which was our midweek youth ministry at the last church I worked at, I almost said New Anthem Church, Westside Community Church. Shout out to Elevate, shout out to Andrew Clark, shout out to I don't know, Elevate again. Anyways, it kept getting canceled because of the snow, because it's
up north.
It's up north. So in Traverse City, it's just everyone lives in igloos. It's intense. So I said, if Elevate gets canceled one more week, because we'd already gotten canceled 2 weeks in a row, if it gets canceled a third week, I'm gonna punch a llama in the face. And everyone was like laughing, like ha 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 ha. And then it got canceled. So the company that was running our social media at the time, Kaleo Media, shout out to Kaleo Media, they designed this image, and we're like, cool, yeah, there we go. And everyone just went crazy with it, and all these kids were like, that's ridiculous, llamas. And then llamas actually became the youth group mascot.
Dang. Took over the youth group.
Really did.
One joke.
One joke
Took it all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So as we wrap up the show, before we get into the last wing, what are some exciting things that's going on in New Anthem? What are some upcoming events or some stuff that you're super excited for?
Sorry. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Right. So, a lot of great stuff coming up at New Anthem. My mind just went blank. I think it's the spiciness. So we have midweek starting, and super excited. That is the first week of October. Super excited about that because it's going to take our church deeper. We're going to do just a really deep, in-depth time of worship, and then just an in-depth study of God's Word. We have 2 class options. We may expand that to 3 if we see the demand, and we're just excited to take our people to a deeper dive into the Word of God, into theology. have people learn more about the God of the universe. So that's one of the biggest things coming up. And we have our first.
What time? Time and where? Is that gonna be at the high school? Or is that gonna be somewhere else?
Yep. So 7 p.m. Right?
Okay.
Is it? Yeah, 7 p.m.
I think so.
7 p.m. It is not at the high school. It's going to be at our offices. We're actually currently in our offices, 59 Walnut Street, Suite 304.
It's exciting. We'll be here, but no wings. No wings for them.
Not there. No. Yep.
All right. Anything else? What else is going on?
Oh man. And then the last thing is what's on my lips? Oh, it burns.
Yeah, my lips have been on fire this whole time. I feel it.
Yeah. Small groups starting second week of October 11th, and it's gonna be awesome. We have I think we're gonna have 4 or 5 small groups. We have a young adult small group, and we have other small groups meeting all over Macomb County. Pretty cool. Great time to just level up in your faith, but more so like just be in relationship. Those are more than like doing a deep dive and trying to learn a bunch of theology. It's really more about doing life with other people,
building that community,
going and bearing each other's burdens, talking about life messes together is what so many people just don't have, and that's first and foremost what it's about. And then secondly, it's really about the Word of God. We take where I go in my messages, we do a deeper dive in those, and just got a little bit more.
It's you. So Sunday mornings, you have the worship, you have the message. Midweek, you dive a little bit deeper, talk about more of the hard topics.
Yeah. And
then small group is building the community and coming together.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, now it's time for our final wing. This is the new BLAZIN wing from B-Dubs. It's got some insane heat.
This is Pastor John.
No, we're not. Hold up. No.
Thanks for joining us.
No, we're doing.
We
got to do the last wing. And here's the thing. I don't feel bad anymore because you shook all the hot sauce off your other wings.
No, I didn't. You look at all this hot sauce.
That was bonus. I didn't just go like this.
Nothing came
Rewind
off.
The tapes.
Nothing even came off.
You went like this with your wings. Well, the whole plan, anyway. The plan from the very beginning was to put a little extra of the sauce on our last wing.
Please don't do that.
And now that you had less sauce on all your other wings, I don't feel bad anymore. It's fine. We're gonna do it. So I'll do me first, so that way you don't accuse me of anything. That was the last question. There's no more questions, so you just gotta.
And that wasn't the bad part of this whole thing.
You just gotta power through this one, and then we're done. There's nothing after this.
Okay, y'all pray for me right now, even if you're watching this after. Well, obviously you're not gonna watch this live, so just pray, just into prayer, and maybe they'll work. Since God works through time and space, it'll help this all go really, really well. Probably not. This is more like putting God to a foolish test type of thing. So we'll see what happens.
If your voice is sore for the next message on Sunday, we know why. I already have it in my hands. We can't back out.
Oh,
you can't.
That was an accident. All right. This has too much sauce in it. Okay, I just need some fresh ones here. I'm so nervous.
We gotta count down. I'm nervous. I'm a little scared. I feel my heart beating. Same time. 3, 2, 1, go.
It got all over my lips.
Oh my! Don't talk. God can make the word. Okay. How you feel? How you doing? Is it hot in here? Oh. Oh. What? Ooh. It's just building up. It just doesn't stop heating up. You think you have it, and then it's a little bit more. Oh. Oh.
It's like right here.
Oh. Right in the throat. You can't get to it. All right. Thank you so much, Pastor John, for being on the show. Any last thoughts, anything you want to say before signing off? All right. My name's Jed. Thanks for tuning in to Hot Wings. We'll see you guys next week. Or maybe never. This was a lot. We gotta cut it. We gotta be done. We gotta stop.
Don't drink water. Don't make it worse.